Testimony continued today in the most notorious criminal trial in Richland County. Dr. John Boyle is accused of killing his wife Maureen and burying her body.
The 12-year-old son finally took the stand.
Boyle confidently told the jury it was his decision to testify against his father.
I heard a scream. I heard a thud. It was about this loud.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty.
I decided at an early age that our trauma should not be what defines us. It's what we choose to do with it that does. I'm here to share my unique perspective on true crime, mental health, society, and popular culture, and always with a slight sense of humor. I'm Collier Landry, and welcome to my show. Mover Nation, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hey, happy Wednesday. I have my little sidekick here, Marisol, who is anxiously awaiting. I've got like a little treat for her that will keep her occupied. Let's put on our Marisol cam, our Marisol cam. What's happening? Oh, hold on. That's not what I need. I know, Puppins. I know, puppy. You just let's have everybody see you right now in all your glory. No, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. There we go. Oh, puppies. I know. It's puppy time. Oh, there she is, everybody. Say hi to Marisol. Oh, Chihuahua. I know. And you have your treat. Okay, but you got to be right here. You got to be in front of camera. You have to. If this is a pay to play situation, Marisol, everyone has to see you get your treat. Everyone has to see. Sit pretty. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, there you go. Good girl. Yeah, she's very excited now. There we go. Look at that. She's so cute. I can't say that. I've got her water. I've got her little biscuits. Lots to talk about. Okay, first of all, a couple of things. For those of you who are in the path of Hurricane Milton, we are with you. We're praying for you guys because this is awful. I have a lot. We, as you know, we have a few members that are in the St. Petersburg, Tampa area, and Sarah and Cat Loves Catskills, I believe. Also, Rhiannon Rose is there, to name a few. And we're praying for you guys because that's not that is not cool. It says, looks like your mic was unplugged. I hope that's not the case. Anyways, we're praying for you guys and your safety. Mover Nation is with you guys. It's I texted all my friends down there and everybody that I know and just like, hey, what's going on? How are you? Even people in Miami, it's hitting the Tampa area. I don't know what the latest is on the storm. Maybe you guys can update in the chat here. Yes, she definitely has shoes to eat. That is for sure. Yeah, so guys, just we're with you and all that. Pirate smile, blue jean baby, LA lady, seems for the band, pretty eyes, pirate smile, married a music band, ballerina, you must have seen her. We do a little musical interlude here. What's up, Gen X to the 7th power? How are you? Can you guys believe that the election is today's the not? I keep saying the 10th. Today is the 9th. The election. Gotta fix this arm for this stupid microphone. My boom arm broke before. Are we good? Gotta make sure she's good with her treat. It's what 20, so today is the 9th, so we're like 26 days away from the election. How many of you want to let me know? Actually, let's start some polls because that's what we have to do here when we do the show. We are going to do a poll of how over the election are you, because I don't know why it hit me today. I think it's just because you see it everywhere. You can't escape. I'm sure there are ads playing right now on this show that are covering the election. Who are you going to vote for? Who's this and that? By the way, guys, smash that like button, please. Please and thank you. You're here. Hit the like button. It means a lot to me. I want to engage with some of your comments. Chrissy Versace is here. Zimmy is here. Rebecca Martis is here. Pirate Smile, as we said. Angela. Karen Fan is here. Rebecca Zimmy is here. Hound Doggy. Lifelong Learner. On the Outskirts. Donna Heckett. Mary Alice Haas. Angela. I think I said Angela already. Angela, you're the first one. Welcome. You were the first commenter. Thank you. Anyways, hit the poll. Let me know what you think. Smash the like button, guys. I want to hear what you think. It's like you can't escape the election commentary. And it's my fault because when you go to YouTube and you watch one video, then it just keeps populating. I'm making sure she's all right with her little treat. It just keeps populating over and over again, and then that's what she got. So I'm going to give Marisol a little water, and we're going to get into today's show. Today we are going to try to see if it works. Our live call-in feature, as I want to hear from you guys. What is going on? What is going on? Oh yes, campaigning premium. Yeah, YouTube Premium is the way to go. Ad revenue helps the show. We also get revenue if you have a YouTube Premium account. But I'll tell you something. I can't live without it. Get YouTube Premium. I'm pretty good on my inhaler lately. For those of you who know, I'm asthmatic. Pretty good on the inhaler. Oh, last night I saw the Joker, Folly Do. I will tell you something. I was halfway through the film and I thought, oh yes, shout out to Brian at LTL Media. Absolutely. Shout out to Brian. I was just talking to him 30 minutes ago. We have an announcement. He and I are working on a little project. So that will be announced in the coming days or week. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, he's a very cool dude. We get along fantastically well. We are both. I knew it. I said to him today, I said, Brian, I have a feeling you're a Pisces too. And yes, as a matter of fact, he is. He is born on St. Patrick's Day. I'm born 2 weeks earlier, 2.5 weeks earlier, I guess. 2.5 weeks earlier. And I was like, I knew you were a Pisces because we get along really well. We're both artistic music people. What's up, Rebecca Martis from Ohio? Where in Ohio are you from? Let me know in the comments below. Miss K says Trump is going to make the Epstein client list public. I don't dive into the conspiracy theories. We'll just see who wins the election, and we'll see what happens. Moving on from the election. I'm just anxious to get it over with, but I also am somebody who doesn't think it's going to be over with rather quickly anyways. So who knows? I had to go to the Genius Bar today to get my AirPods fixed, which they didn't do a good job. So I might have to go back and see the Geniuses again. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. I was just going to say that we are going to add a new feature to the show. I might try it now. Don't know if it's going to work the way it's intended. Little chihuahua. Okay, there we go. I'm going to add Marisol back. Marisol back. There she is. Marisol, you got your chewy? Please don't swallow that whole. I'm a little skeptical of that whole thing. So, my hair looks cool. Thank you so much. It needs cut. I think it's getting a little long. So I saw Joker, Folly Do last night with my friend who I was going to go see it with last week. Things are back to normal. We're good. We went to see it together, and I'm halfway into the movie, and I think this might be one of the best films I've ever seen. Cinematography-wise, acting-wise, it is phenomenal. Story-wise, phenomenal. Oh, we're having a little drink. Story-wise, phenomenal. There is a I don't want to ruin it for anyone, but it has a musical element to it, a little bit of music in it. It is phenomenal. I recommend you go see it. On that note, on the flip side, it is very dark and very heavy. And it is a cold dose of reality. It has a very interesting undertone on our population's consumption, especially of true crime and salacious, newsworthy content. It is a social commentary film. It is very well done. I highly recommend anyone goes and sees it. It is not a comic book movie. If you are going there expecting the Avengers or some sort of comic book movie, it is not that. It is dark. It is thought-provoking, and it is Joaquin Phoenix should win the Academy Award. He is unbelievable as an actor. And I talked to a friend of mine who was on the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences this last week, and I was like, "Hey, what did you think?" He goes, "Yeah, it was phenomenal performances all the way around." Brendan Gleeson is in it, which I was shocked. It is so well acted and so well done. I cannot recommend the movie enough. Go check it out. Joker, Folly Do. Lady Gaga is amazing. It is an experience. It's very heavy though. It's very, very heavy. But if you're into true crime, it's right up your alley. And if you're into heavy stuff, it is heavy. Stephen Coogan is in it. And all these actors, I was like, whoa, like it's just it's shot. As someone who has a background in cinematography, seeing that kind of film, the way they shot it, and there's not a lot of trick shots. There's steady cam shots. That's like it. They replicate film shots from the first film, which kind of harken back. It's got a little bit of, there's a little Easter eggs in it. I'm not too much of I followed Batman the most when I was a kid, but it was it's got a lot of little things in it that make it very, very cool. Did you eat that whole? She ate the whole treat. Can you believe this? She ate the whole treat. Now she's looking for another one. Look at that face. How do you deny a face like that? Oh, she's over here now. Are you? Yep. You're gunning for more treats, aren't you? Like, how do I say no? Need a little more light on you. There you go, puppies. How do I say no to that, guys? How do you say no to this? Let me quite easily. You say just no. Does she deserve a little biscuit? What do you guys think? Another little treat. Let me get to your comments. It says Houston. You gotta sit pretty for everybody. Everybody's gotta see how pretty you sit. Marisol, you sit so pretty. Okay, good girl. Those are her blue buffalo. Rejected. No, okay. She loves these things. Shout out to Sherry Falls. She sends these over, and you guys have sent these over. It's on our Amazon wish list. These are the blue buffalo bacon, egg, and cheese. I think it's the flavor. She loves these things. And to be honest with you, when she doesn't eat her food, Daddy may or may not break up one of them and sprinkle it on her food. I'm not. And I'm going to get to your comments in a second. Let's see where our poll is at, by the way. Let's go over to YouTube. Our poll, 78% of you are over this election. Only 37 votes, though. Guys, click that like button, too, please. There's 44 people here. We got 17 likes. Oh, we got 40 likes. Okay, good. All right, we're getting it up there. I just saw popping up on Court TV, pharmacist accused of fatally poisoning husband with insulin drug, is what I think it says. Insulin, Ponzi scheme murder trial. I mean, just all over. So the Joker has a lot of commentary about this, and that's why I love it so much. So anyways, let's my new client today. Okay, how can you not love Brian? Pisces here too. That's so cool. Itchy Withers Horse Rescue. Itchy Withers. We'll see if anybody calls. We'll see if it actually works. Lines are open. Who's calling for it? The lines are open. Live call-in number 323-400-4846. I don't know how we're going to do this because I'm just going to have to hold the phone up to the microphone. I think is what I'm going to have to do. I'll just sit here and go, okay, so hey, what's going on, guys? Nice to talk to you. Hey, how are you? I will just stay on YouTube since I got the live caption here, and I'm not sure if it works well on other platforms. See, I thought this would be, everybody's always like, you should have a phone. You should have a phone line. Call in. Let's see what happens. Somebody called me from customer service. I don't think that's you guys. Zimmy, BFR Care. I have no idea what BFR is. Have I tried Zoom? It might be good for something like this. I have no experience with the Google stuff. Yeah, so it's Google Voice. You can dial a phone number, and that's how it works. Pretty straightforward. And now I'm getting notices from YouTube about my old videos. All right, that's good to know. Okay, so are we? Is somebody calling? Is anybody calling? I think everybody is anxious to. Hey, no, don't chew on that, please. Thank you. No. Well, here's something. All right, here we go. Hello.
How are you?
Who's this?
Who do you think it is?
I think I know who this is.
It's Karen.
It's Karen. Just try. There we go. So it actually works. This is good to know.
Yes.
It's good. That's good to know. All right. I don't know. Can you guys hear this, by the way, over the phone?
I can hear it in my earpiece.
You can hear it in your earpiece, but I wonder if the audience can hear it.
Well, I have the live in my ear.
Oh, got it. So you can hear. So yeah. Okay. Everybody can hear it. There we go. Karen Van, thank you so much for calling. So do you have a question for us that we can discuss?
Oh, Lord, you put me on the spot.
That's the point.
Let's talk about some of your new stuff you got coming up.
Okay, that sounds good. We'll get into that. All right. Thank you for calling.
All right, darling. Bye.
Okay. We got new stuff. We got a course coming out. We have a holiday trauma mastermind coming up as well. Mastermind group. We're going to start that at the end of the month. For those of you that are dealing with holiday issues around your relatives, around growing up, look, holidays are really rough for me. So we're going to start a group. We've got that starting up, a group sort of coaching call as well. And I have a new coaching sessions. You guys can sign up at the website. We are doing Resilience Reimagined. It is my new course. It's going to go for, I believe, 8 weeks. You can sign up for the email list right now. You'll get weekly emails. Oh, yes, puppy, I see you. You'll get weekly emails, and you get the group coaching sessions. Then you get one individualized one-on-one coaching. We're doing holiday pricing and all that stuff. So we are working on that, which is very exciting. I'm excited. I know, puppies. You're excited too. You want a more treat? Let's give her more treat. Okay, y'all, call him. That's funny. That's great, Andrea Clark. Yes, we will. So do me a favor. If you need to go, we will post the link. I thought we had it on Nightbot. Maybe we don't. I'll add it here. Karen's probably like, I've got it. Draws away. Oh, look at this. Here we go. Here is the link, though, for you guys to sign up. This actually might be this. We'll see. Hello, you're live on air.
I'm going to break the ice for you today.
Oh, my God, this dude. Oh, you're hilarious, bro.
I'm going to break the ice for you today. Just checking out your show. I'm very excited about the project that we're going to announce here pretty soon. And like I said, it's been a real pleasure getting to know you over the last couple months, and I think the show is going to be really exciting. Oh, did I flip? I think it's going to be really exciting. The project we put together.
The project we're putting together, yes.
I'm looking forward to it. So.
Well, thank you for calling. It's good to know the Google Voice is working for other people besides Karen. This is great. Andrea Clark says hello. Well, you're here. You're obviously here live. Anyways, you can see all this.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling, brother.
I don't believe you about Joker, though. I just don't believe you about Joker.
It's good.
But
I'm telling you, man, it's good. You have to see it. As I said, halfway through, I thought this might be one of the best films I've ever seen. Then it sort of faded a little bit for me. Still an amazing film, though. I wouldn't say like, oh, it's one of the top 10 films I've ever seen, but it is phenomenal for sure.
All right. Well, I will see it and give you my review, and we'll talk soon. But have a great show. I wanted to break the ice for you, and we'll be talking soon.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. He's also a fast hanger-upper. He hangs up quickly, which I like, because I'm sometimes the person that does that too, and I feel really guilty because I'll be on the phone with him. Okay, bye. So now I have 3 friends that do that to me. My other friend Tanya and another friend of mine, Jason. They okay, but and it's like before you can even say like fully goodbye, but it's like we're done talking. We're good. We've got it established. So Andrea Clark, sign up for the course on the link that I think I put it in here. We're gonna have to. I got to figure out a better way to do this. Whole. I put this right. Yeah, dashboard. There we go. Dashboard MaryLoRelight.com. If you go to my website, it is on the landing page of my website as well. I hate the long, drawn out hammer. Hey, Cat Loves Catskills. Hello from Hurricane Central. What's going on, Cat Loves Catskills? You are in the eye. Well, I mean, not eye of the storm. Eye of the storm. Is that what we want to say? I don't know. You're in the path of the storm, where the eye is. Oh, what's up, man? Thank you so much, Brian. Appreciate the love. You're in the eye of the. You're right there in St. Pete's, and you've gotten yourself and your family and your doggies safe, which is good. But yeah, tell us in the comments what's happening. I believe it's supposed to make landfall on what time? What time? Like midnight tonight. So that would be 9 p.m. here on the West Coast. There we go. Andrea Clark, you say I'm a fast hanger-upper too. All right. And on the outskirts, just got dog food for her new doggie, her new puppies. Yes, just like you. They're a puppy, just like you. Just like you, Marisol. Marisol. All right, let's little Marisol cam. Oh, where you going? Where you going? More treat. What's up, the scoop? That's right. You are also in Florida. Good girl. 2 a.m. Eastern time is what. Okay, got it. So that's when it's supposed to hit. Reporting from the East Coast of Florida, tornado ripped through Cocoa Beach. Several commercial residential structures damaged. Whoosh. Yeah. Tornadoes is one of those sort of ancillary effects of the hurricane, which I grew up with tornadoes in Ohio. They're everywhere. We have a lot of them. But yeah, they are very, very destructive. Hurricanes way more destructive. Is it still a category 5 or has it toned down? I think part of the problem, and you guys, I'd love for you guys to weigh in on this. With things like the hurricane, this misinformation, which I think is probably the worst thing ever. I'm going to end our poll. Are you over the election? 76% say yes. I think we're all on that. We're all on that. What do you think is more devastating? The hurricane itself or that's a stupid question. Do you think that's a dumb question too. Do you think the misinformation, with are you affected by the misinformation around Hurricane Milton? Yeah, let's try that. Start the Q&A. Start the poll, whatever it is. End Q&A. I didn't want a Q&A. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why I did that. Hashtag live calling. Give me a call. Ask a question. Oh, there we go. All right. Now watch, like I'm gonna have to like mute this number and unmute it when I get to Yeah, I think that was something that I did not realize in look, I mean, we don't have we had a hurricane last year, Hurricane Hillary or whatever. It was like a tropical storm. It was, not great, by the way. But yeah, again, like that's a great point, Richard. Who decides what's in misinformation? That's the thing that I was wondering. And when I say misinformation, I think that because that's what I heard, right? Hurricane misinformation around the hurricane. What is the misinformation? Is it an escalation of the size of the storm to try to add a sensationalized element to the media that surrounds it? Because that's what I saw as potential misinformation, is that you have media outlets that are sensationalizing it, like national media outlets, right? So people who are trying to make this, and trying to it's clickbait, right? It's like we want to watch it, and I think that affects the people who are directly in the path of the hurricane because they're not able to get the accurate information that they so rightly deserve. I'm going to give her some food. You want little kibbles? I think that would be what I would that's what I would categorize it. But those of you that are in Florida, I love for you guys. Those of you that are in Florida, I would love for you guys to weigh in and let me know your thoughts on what this really is. I'm going to give the dog some food. There you go, Huppins. Good girl. Okay, she's happy now. Yeah, it's a good point, Rebecca Martis. You don't know what misinfo is until it's all over. Cat Loves Catskill says, yes, it's starting to get very close. Winds are gusting to 50 miles an hour. Lights are flickering. It is a category 3 right now. Saffir-Simpson scale explains wind speed. The alarms are blasting our phones. I'm sure that it's got to be really unnerving. You guys get those Amber Alerts, and we get Amber Alerts here in California, but not everybody gets them on their iPhone too. I think you must have to sign up for them, so it'll go off in the middle of the night. It also went off right before before an earthquake hit. So that was a little unnerving. There are hundreds of videos on. Okay, so Cat Loves Catskills gives us a little boots on the ground analysis. Richard says hundreds of videos on X complaining about the lack of action that merely 750 that's been offered. That merely 750 that's been offered. I don't know what that means exactly. Maybe you can clarify. I voted. I voted that I'm not over the election. It's not over. Save our democracy. Yeah, well, let's hope the democratic process plays out in the way that it should play out, and there's no issues. Again, Nightbot saying, give me a call. Ask a question or share your opinions. Just keep it friendly. Yes, keep it friendly when you call, please. And Karen Fan added live call in. Love that. I should probably look at the list of Nightbot commands. That way I could pull them up and trigger it. Lots of people offering their political parties. We try not to get political here, guys. Sharon says, I hear you regarding holiday issues. My dad died suddenly on Christmas Day. So you understand, Sharon. You understand and look, a lot of people's, obviously, yeah. So my mother dies on New Year's. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day. She's like, hey, what are we going to do on New Year's? And I'm like, it's like one of the hardest holidays for me. That would also be really hard with Christmas, especially if you're someone who celebrates Christmas, right? I think about it, like all those sort of holidays are very marred in my mind, but also there's a lot of people, when you talk about childhood trauma, especially that surrounds the holidays in general, there's a lot of people whose holidays don't surround like a tragedy, for example, but they're still very traumatic. They don't necessarily have to be like, oh, somebody passed away. Somebody was, my case was murdered. They can just be that their parents became so overbearing for the holidays. Or their family situation became very awkward during the holidays, and that sort of traumatized them. One of the interesting sort of ancillary things that happened out of the Soft White Underbelly, my Soft White Underbelly interview, was the fact that there was so many people that reached out to me and have been through this childhood trauma, right? And they've said, look, I experienced this too, but it's something just horrific does not have to happen to you to be traumatized as a child. I think that we live on this sort of myth of well, I think my trauma is not as worthy as your trauma or what have you. That's just nonsense, because a lot of people experience really serious things in childhood, like bullying at school, for example, or just the chaos of being in a family that is very disorganized. Maybe you grew up in poverty so finances are a real issue for you. That could be something. There's a lot of issues that come out of childhood trauma that don't surround a death in the family or a traumatic event like that. It's just simply you lived in a bunch of chaos. Maybe mom was just didn't have her act together. Or dad didn't have their act together, or and obviously you throw in substance abuse and things like that. They all lead to really big issues in adulthood. And so, anyways, of course, Resilience Reimagined will focus a lot on that, as will our holiday mastermind as well. So, yeah. Anyways, that is some of the stuff that's coming up. We're looking forward to. Well, the outskirts says, my dad signed up my kids for the prison angel tree. I don't know what that is exactly. Yeah, and DefTube, maybe I should check that out. I have a love-hate relationship with the holidays. I think a lot of people do. I'm so sorry to hear that, Andrea Clark. I've dealt with family narcissists and sociopaths now that I'm an adult, and it scarred me. Yeah, there's neglectful parenting. Being a parent is tough, man. Being a parent is tough. Being a kid is tough with a parent who's tough. I'm so sorry, Pirate Smile. My husband died on Christmas Eve, gunshots on holidays. I'm so sorry. That's heartbreaking. That's absolutely heartbreaking. I'm really sorry. That's terrible. Mary Alice Haas, my mom died on Christmas Day 21 years ago, 3 months before my youngest son was born. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, it's just terrible. Oh, the $750 is true for the previous hurricane. I saw the official announcement. Not sure what will happen with Milton assistance. Okay, so that's the Milton assistance program that we were talking about. And yes, Karen Fan, all trauma matters. No trauma is worse than another or less damaging. Neglect despite financial security. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you have kids that are like latchkey kids. A lot of times, you grow up with, not having a parent that cooks dinner. Let's say even somebody like that. That's just not, it's not in your traditional. I mean, nowadays it's so interesting to see. Oh, here we go. There we have it. Another call in. I got to get a thing to hold this phone. We have to figure this out. Man. Nope. Just kidding. Hello.
Cat.
Oh, hi, Cat. Loves cat skills.
Yeah, I really do love cat skills. This is why.
Yeah, I see that.
Cat hates hurricanes.
Cat hates hurricanes.
Correct. I'm making T-shirts. This is over.
All right. So what's going on? You wanna give us a live play-by-play?
Yeah. So they're going back and forth to where exactly the eye wall is going to hit. This will stretch on for a few hours. It downgraded to a 3 because of the shear. The cold air that comes from the west is pushing it and steering this.
Okay.
The Saver-Simpson scale that I just posted on there that tells you like wind speed, the sustained gusts. Right now the house that I'm staying at has power, and it's about 19 miles away from the Gulf of Mexico, where my house is where I live is 4 miles from the Gulf of Mexico, and it's a wood frame house, like a California bungalow kind of house.
Yeah.
This house is cement block, and we have window coverings, and yeah, everybody is on edge. When it's a 5, it's very scary. I don't watch TikTok crazy people. I watch meteorologists who actually live in the area and that don't hype things up, that they're very truthful. People making this political is making me really sick. I'm so over that.
Yes.
I know there's an election, but my God, look what this hurricane just did. And then lying and whatever. I'm not going to get political because I think it's disgusting.
Sure.
People all along St. Pete Beach, Clearwater Beach, the whole entire coast 11 days ago was wiped. We're talking storm surge of 6 feet. I have friends that have swim out of their home that has been in their family for 70 years. There's sand dunes not on the beach anymore. They're in people's houses that are 5 feet, 6 feet tall. This is from the last hurricane. So yeah, this is why I don't like it. And the only thing I liked about it, Florida, is the beaches. They're not there anymore. And I'm not kidding. Everything's wiped out. The entirety of people's houses, when they get flooded, you can't open a door if your house floods. The door won't open. You have to go out a window. Yeah, I have multiple friends that I work at the hospital. The person who's really truthful is, I think it's Dr. Beachgem. She's in Dr. Megan Martin, who's an ER doc at my hospital, but she has like 1 million followers, but she's been doing that for years. But she's at the hospital with her kids, locked down. Hospital is locked down, nobody in, nobody out. Right now, they just blasted our phones with emergency responders will not be able to go out to save anybody right now. They're not allowed to help anybody. They're done until it passes. So who knows? It's like the thing about hurricanes is the anxiety prior to. Where's it going to go? How's it going to hit? This is an area that has not been directly hit for over 103 years. We get skirted. It goes above, below. This is a direct hit. And if you look at the map, if you watch the radar, what that eye is right now, I'm right above it. I'm on the north side of that eye as it speaks right now. So anyway, that's my story. Just pray. Everybody pray for everybody who's going to be affected. It's going to cut right through the state of Florida. Probably will miss Orlando. We'll still have hurricane winds, but not the devastation of like the 110 mile an hour sustained winds that wipes people off the face of the earth. But it's gonna be bad. And then tomorrow morning we'll wake up and we'll see what's standing, who's got what power. I don't think I'm gonna flood in the house or not, but anyway, that's enough.
I'm so sorry.
Well, it's and I don't blame it on Mother Nature. It is what it is. And I mean, look, the fires that happened in California, mudslides. Look what just happened with this Helene that went up, and flash flood. It's part of when you live by the water. And I love to live by the water. I've always lived by the water, no matter what coast I was at. And even when I lived up north, I lived very close to the water. For some reason, that's why I don't live in Arizona.
Yeah.
I can't be in a landlocked area. So, yeah, I love the beach. That is like my happy place. That and Catskill Mountains, which is quite beautiful right now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But,
yeah. Well, we are praying for you guys. Can you explain a little bit? I think you did. You had kind of schooled me before on the storm surge, what that means for those of us that don't quite understand when they say, 8
right.
to 10 feet or right. For those that are, yeah.
So what happens is there's sea level, which is normal sea level wherever you live. Like obviously, even if you live inland, but if you live close to water or low-lying area, you can have sea level. What happens when these storms come in from whatever direction they're coming? The wall of if you see how it fans out, that push, like how it's circular and that fanning out is what pushes the water from the Gulf of Mexico onto the land. So the higher the winds and the higher Yeah, it's the winds. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here like,
Yeah.
am I still speaking?
Yeah, you're okay. Yeah.
Okay, so the wind, and if it's very high winds, the higher the winds, the higher the storm surge, which means, so you look at 6 feet tall, how tall you are. The water will be that high everywhere around, which means if you're in a house, that's halfway up your house. If it's 12 feet, that's double you. That's like you standing on top of your shoulders. That's unsurvivable. You cannot survive that. You can't. And yes, winds are bad. Tornadoes are, horrific. But the force of water, nothing stops it. Nothing stops water. So the height of the storm surge is determined by the wind speed that's coming at you. So that's why right now it's teetering around Tampa Bay. So the mouth of Tampa Bay, if you look at a map, how Pinellas County is it's a peninsula, okay? So it's surrounded 3 ways by water. Sarasota is just to the south, and there's a Sunshine Skyway, which is a huge, beautiful suspension bridge that goes over the mouth of Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
So the Gulf of Mexico feeds into Tampa Bay. What they're flipping out about, and actually when you were here and you stayed where you stayed, that's under nobody, that's evacuation. Nobody, Davis Island, all that area, the water will push up depending on the eye wall. Wherever the eye wall is, it's the worst, and surrounding, of course, but it comes in and in one giant wave, and the water has no place to go. That's not to mention the rainfall. So the salt water comes from the surge. The rainfall is different. That's fresh water. So the combination, the rain has no place to go. So it's adding to the storm surge, which is right now, I think they're saying by here, it'll be a little higher than it was that just wiped out Paso Grill, St. Pete Beach, Clearwater Beach, Reddington Beach, Indian Shores. Sarah's familiar with that area. She can tell you that, and she's a beach person. She's a beachy girl. Takes her kids there all the time. That beach is, you can't even go near it. There's debris all over it. So that's what happens. The force of the storm surge that comes in just takes out everything. If it's not nailed down, it's already gone. And even if it is nailed down, it's cars. Cars are floating. And sharks, things, the sea life, the things that you're afraid of when you go into the ocean or the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, they're now swimming around you. Oh yeah, so no, it's not. So you must get out. When they tell you to evacuate, you have to. And some of the people that were laying around the beach area, who lived there for like 70 years, they have families, had the house there. They didn't evacuate because it's never happened before. Well, it just did.
Wow.
It just did. So all these people who are 5-generation Floridians who grew up, they now know this is as real as it's gotten. People I work with lost everything. I mean, things are things, and they keep telling you that. Things are things, material things, even your car. Just imagine, though, waking up and losing every single thing. Now, this includes family photos, little trinkets. So I walk around when we're going to evacuate, like I just did. You walk around your house for a couple of days going, what means the most to me? Like with me, I've lost my mother, my father, my brother. So anything, like a mass card, a little cross, or whatever, that little tchotchke thing that is irreplaceable. Like TVs you can replace, cars you can even replace. I have huge tubs of photographs, which my daughter, who you met, has been yelling at me for years. You need to scan them. It would take me 10 years to scan them. Yeah. But you either take them with or scan them. But think about the most important thing is that you can't replace a human life. So when they say go, you get out. So we have evacuation all the way up to level C right now, which never happens. So we're just waiting. And I'm hoping, like they keep saying, I listen to the one guy who's not like a hype artist, He tells the truth, and that's the Dennis Phillips guy. That he's ABC Action News. He used to be my neighbor up in Palm Harbor. So He tells the truth. He speaks directly and tells, panicking doesn't help. They tell you when to get out. The reason why I didn't get out of here, couple reasons. If you got on the road, first of all, there's no place to go, meaning everything's booked up already, unless you're going to drive out of the state. And if you're going to drive out of the state, you have to do it 2 to 3 days before. Some people financially, you know how it's hard to make the rent and the payments. Well, imagine having to do all that and having to come up with $1,000 to get in a car and drive to a hotel. That's gonna, you don't know how long you're gonna be there. It's a financial situation as well. So, yeah, I'm talking a lot. Nervous.
Ooh, I'm so sorry. Well, we are praying for you and praying for your safety and your safety of your loved ones, and appreciate you calling in and
It's gonna be okay.
sharing. Yeah, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay.
And I always am, and I don't know how, but it's going to be okay. And I'm happy to be your first call in person.
Thank you. I was hoping you would call in, so thank you for doing that. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
And we say we'll keep you in our prayers. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's Cat Loves Catskills, who's been a channel member forever and just just a wonderful human being. I got to meet her a couple months ago, right where she is in St. Petersburg, Florida, and there is the map showing the hurricane just I mean, this is stretching up. So I used to live in Orlando. I remember we never worried about hurricanes or any of that nonsense. This is very, very sad, and it's a lot. It's a lot. Prayers for anyone who's in the path of this hurricane, because this is just nieces in St. Pete. Yeah, all of my other family members and friends, they've mostly evacuated to Central Florida, Winter Haven. Oh, you're back. Winter Haven, Kissimmee area, outside of Florida, outside of Orlando. And yeah, we're very lucky to have somebody who understands how devastating these hurricanes are, and to talk to us here on the program firsthand. And for those of you again that are affected, we really appreciate you guys calling in, and really appreciate the info and you guys being here. Hopefully that helps. It's just I guess we can take a look at some of the clouds. I don't know what's happening over. I'm sure it's on NPR. Look for safer shelter, Biden warns, as Hurricane Milton barrels towards the Florida coast. Okay. Thanks, guys. Get safe. Okay. There are some local resources that are listed on NPR. I'm a big NPR fan. I will post these right here in the comments. If you are affected, this is radio. Local emergency stations, WUSF 89.7, Tampa WMNF 88.5, Orlando Public Media text only, radio 90.7 and 89.5, Fort Myers 90.1, 91.7, Miami 91.3, Gainesville 89.1 and 90.1. WJCT in Jacksonville 89.9. So there's some numbers for you guys. I'll throw all that in the episode show notes as well here. It's just very tragic. Very sad. I'm just for those of you that that are affected. Again, our hearts go out to you, and I'm putting those in. I am putting those in the show notes below, those radio stations that you guys can check out as well. For those of you who lose power, you have the hand crank radio. At least you can sort of have some sort of updates. And yeah. Oh boy. Wow. Mover Nation. It is a tough day. It's hard to hear from those of you that are there. Rhiannon Rose, we were talking about you earlier. How are you doing? I'm in St. Pete's. Me and the kitty are good. Crazy wind gusts. Well, please stay safe. Please stay safe. Everyone who is there. And look, a lot going on. Just everyone stay safe. If you are in the eye of the hurricane, or you're in the path of the storm, not the eye of the hurricane, if you are in the path of the storm, thank you all so much for everybody who also called in. I appreciate you humoring me. Gonna shut that down for the moment. For those of you that called in, thank you. It was a nice little trial run. I don't know how the audio was. I'll listen to it on playback. We'll see how it goes. I'm so sorry, Andrew B., that your sister was stuck. The Scoop says 380,000 people watching him. He pulls from local cameras and saw Ryan Hall, 380,000 people watching him. That's crazy. Yeah, it's wild. Maybe I'll go over there and check out his channel. But please be safe, everyone. And thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Mystery Singer. I'm glad it sounded good. I will sign off for the moment, guys. Oh, well, we have memberships that were gifted. All right, well, let's hang out. Black Widower, thank you so much for gifting memberships. If you have not, if you're not a channel member, Black Widower, thank you so much. That is great. Very kind of you. Rhiannon Rose says, I cleared out my walk-in closet and got ice and food. Thank you. Yeah, we'll have to check out Ryan Hall's channel. I'm gonna check that out right now. I'm not really familiar with him, so oh, 2.3 million, 381,000 people watching him. That's insane. And he's got all the cameras up. I'm going to show you guys his channel. This is a serious channel here.
And
look at that.
That's exactly right. The wind, from what I can tell, the wind is still blowing parallel to the coast. It's not blowing in yet, and that's why we don't see that major water inundation just yet. It's gonna. So what's really unfortunate about that is it's going to happen very fast whenever it comes. Go ahead, Andy.
Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, you're absolutely right on that. Since you can see most of the eye is moving into the Vamo, Osprey, and Venice area, that means that the winds are going to stay perpendicular or parallel to the shore, rather, for a great amount of time until the eye itself acts to push in that wall of water. So it will rise very rapidly right where the eye is making landfall and to the south side of that, especially. So the low pressure in the center of the hurricane itself does act to evacuate water outwards. So that is one way we're going to expect this storm surge to occur in the Sarasota to Venice corridor there, where our storm chasers are. The other thing I wanted to talk about real quick is I sent the graphic in stream text. It is the extension of the forecast for Hurricane Milton, what will happen to it after Florida really quickly, because we tend to forget what we're thinking about afterward when
Wow.
we're in the moment covering this extremely quickly. I have to say that there's extremely high confidence it's not going to recurve to the states at all, because I see a lot of chatter about that circulating, and we have very high confidence that this stays all the way out to the Atlantic Sea. You can see the next week's forecast on this graphic from the National Hurricane Center. There's an upper level jet that will steer this hurricane well away and prevent it at all from ever returning to the states. So that is what I wanted to share for you.
I'm going to go ahead and stop that. I'll let you guys check out his channel. 380,000 people. That's insane. I've never seen that many people on a live before. That's wild. Mover Nation, please stay safe. Please stay with your loved ones. Please, if you're in the path of this thing, please, please take care of yourselves. Mover Nation, we get through another one, albeit a little bit sad, but let's say our prayers for those in Florida, and I appreciate everyone bearing with me as we go in through the technical difficulties with the call-ins. As you guys know, I greatly appreciate all of you. Please be kind to one another, love yourselves, and if you're out there in Florida, stay safe. On that note, here's the outro. Mover Nation, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to all my channel members and Patreon supporters. And for more exclusive content, behind the scenes videos, monthly VIP meet and greets, and watch parties, please consider supporting me on Patreon or by becoming a YouTube channel member. If you like this video, check out this one right here or this one right here. And don't forget to like and subscribe because it helps with the algorithm. On that note, I'm Collier Landry. I'll see you on the next one. Good girl, Marisol. Good girl.